Hi again, this is Adriana Gascoigne with Bubblicious. I am here with Yuri, and he is the co-founder of Jaiku. How's it going today?
It's going great.
Good.
It's an awesome conference.
Yeah, so you're speaking on a panel tomorrow, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm speaking on the identity panel.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we'll see what it turns out to be, but it's basically about the way that people are sort of distributing their identity across different websites and about efforts to sort of converge on a sort of generic identity system. You know, this whole discussion about Identity 2.0.
Yeah. Interesting. So how does Jaiku fit into that whole topic, and also tell us a little bit about what you do?
Right. Well, Jaiku is a microblogging platform. So essentially it's short blog posts, 140 characters that people can post from the phone as well as from desktop or other different applications. And the interesting part that Jaiku does sort of relates to identity is that we aggregate feeds from different services. So if you're posting your photos on Flickr, or if you're blogging, or if you have other RSS feeds, you can aggregate those into a live stream. And it's sort of a single point of presence for your online identity.
So it's a consolidation of all the widgets and everything that you use on a daily basis, or just to keep track of everything?
Right, it's like a live stream.
Okay, very, very cool. So what are some new announcements coming up, or how do you hope to evolve your business?
Well, we just announced these new features called channels yesterday, which is sort of like one of the things we've noticed that people have been asking a lot for is that they want to sort of address their words to a particular group, and so it's a way to sort of have separate conversations with different audiences. Another way of sort of fragmenting your identity and addressing different words to different groups.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, do you have any specific partnerships right now, or any monetizing partnerships?
Well, it's an ad-based model where we're basically offering just Google Ads on the site, but there's quite a few third parties that are developing applications based on our platform. For instance, Nokia just recently announced a mobile widget that works in over 300 different handsets, like Blackberries and Razrs and Nokia phones. And so we're totally excited about the fact that a lot of people can use their API to develop their own apps that then just use their messaging system.
Very cool. And you guys recently had a party, correct?
Yeah, that's right. We had a party in the Mission here before Supernova, and that was pretty awesome. We had fake snow and Finlandia vodka.
Oh, very nice.
And a lot of people, Robert Scoble showed up. Leo Laporte was co-hosting it with us, and it was totally cool.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, this party got so big that they had to change venues. Believe that. Twice. Wow. So how many people did you end up having there?
There was, I think, between 200 and 300 people.
Oh, wow.
So it was nice. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's the life of the startup. You can party and work hard, right? Work hard, play hard.
Oh, yeah, that's the best part of it.
Yeah. So you're here for a while. You're not, obviously, do you have an office here as well as back in Europe?
Well, we're based out of Finland in Europe, so we're just here visiting right now. But yeah, who knows? I mean, a lot of stuff is happening around these parts, so we do come here quite often.
Oh, great. Well, thanks so much for your time. It was really a pleasure meeting you, and good luck with your company.
Thanks a lot.
Really exciting. I've just ran into Frank from Somewhat Frank, and I grabbed him to do a quick interview. How's it going today?
Doing great. Just got into Supernova. We're just checking out some sessions and ran into.
Did you crash the event?
No. We actually have a booth, so we were just hanging out. Yeah.
Cool. So you work for AOL, and also you have your own blog called Somewhat Frank. What types of content or what types of companies do you cover in your blog?
Web 2.0. Right now I'm looking at a lot of different products. I like web products, but occasionally I'll look at something that's not totally a web product just because I think it's cool. So it's really whatever I'm feeling like at the time.
So what's hot right now? What are some hot button topics that you're writing about?
Let's see. The last week's been a blur, to be honest with you. I've kind of had a tough,
Too many startup parties. Too many startup cocktails.
Yeah, that and just I'm doing a lot of other work. So lately I've been today I wrote about a music company that actually allows you to jam, create new jams with people that you don't even know. So you can create a virtual, track.
Is it also visual if you have a webcam?
It isn't, but that'd be a great addition.
Yeah.
They just launched in April, I believe, and they've been kind of revving up, so and slowly pushing out new stuff. So it's just two guys, 23, 24 from Harvard,
Wow.
just So those are the types of things I like, things that are kind of interesting, that interest me. I play guitar, so I kind of think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then the guys, I mean, 23 and 24 start with a startup. That's a great story. So.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your day job. You work for AOL. What exactly do you do for them?
Actually, I'm a product manager.
Okay.
I'm working on a new product called My AOL.
Okay.
And we're going to be launching soon.
Okay.
So that's why the last couple of weeks have been a blur. Mm-hmm. But the new product is a customized start page. Our current product called My AOL is a feed reader that was built in 2005, so it's a couple years old. It kind of needs some tweaks, and so we're going to replace it with a personalized start page, very cool, slick Ajax type thing, and then it's going to have some other bells and whistles though. It's going to actually be have the ability to be a full-fledged feed reader as well, and a bookmarking product. So it's very much in the personalized space. We want people to be able to pimp their ride and do their thing to the page as well. Exactly. And so that's really where we're falling right now. So really following that space as well. So a lot of the different things that I do write about on my blog, I use it as kind of a research tool to kind of find new things and then write about them and kind of cover the things I find interesting in the space. So, and that's really how I started. I used it to truly be on top of what was going on in the space, and it forces you to read, and it forces you to find new things. Yeah. And I didn't really do that before. Yeah,
so. And it forces you to stop working for a while and be creative and write and
have some fun,
and develop a traffic base. I know you have a huge fan base now, and you're considered one of the top bloggers in the tech world.
Well, I don't know.
I have Nick Carr, and he's with RefType. It's a blog. And what do you talk about in your blog?
I talk about technology in general, and it's how computing is evolving on the one hand, but also how it's influencing the media and society in general and culture. And so it covers a lot of ground, a lot of various topics, but all connected with technology and computing.
Wonderful. So what have you thought about the sessions here so far?
Well, we just started this morning, so I think this morning's were very interesting, looking at the future of computing and how the nature of computing is changing as it moves onto the internet, which is something I've been looking at as well, and also looking forward to tomorrow's sessions where we move more toward social networking and how. The networked computer influences the way we form communities and the way we get media and entertainment.
And socialize.
Yeah.
So what are some of the companies that really stuck out today?
Well, it's more this afternoon that they're introducing the entrepreneurial companies. So today was more kind of the old line, Sun, IBM, Nathan Myhrvold who used to be with Microsoft and stuff.
All the sponsors, basically.
I don't know, but kind of the old line companies. So.
Yeah, great. Well, you were saying earlier that you're an author of a few books. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Sure. A couple of years ago, I wrote a book called Does IT Matter?, which looked at information technology in business and argued that for most companies today, most of their IT isn't particularly strategically important. It's something they have to pay for, they have to buy and use, but it's not going to set them apart from their competitors. Okay. And then I just finished a book that'll come out at the end of the year called The Big Switch, which looks at what happens when computing essentially becomes a utility like electricity did 100 years ago, and is served up by things like Google's data farms and stuff over the internet, and how that'll have ripple effects across the economy, across media and culture and society in general. So.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Nick Carr, blogger for RefType and founder of RefType, and also author. We wish you the best, and we will see you around the conference.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.